Sometimes you have fighters, that really have a good posture. They come from that boxing world and they tend to hold the hands here. Typically the Muay Thai fighters are going to be a little more relaxed, a little bit more out here. Some will even go as far as being over here, because this allows me, if they come in, to go right into that clinch motion here, or to slap parry any of those kicks. And then if they do kick this hands, the body kind of goes with it, so we're not actually making it nice and stiff. The problem with the stiff hands too is you have to have, when you're doing martial arts, I don't care if it's Muay Thai, if it's Savate, if it's karate, kung fu, jiu-jitsu, you need to make an application mentally. How's that going to work in the street? Well, right now we've got big fat gloves on, so when I'm in the street, I've got little gloves, pretty much my own fist. So there's a lot of padding I don't have, so that eliminates a lot of the protection that the glove does give me. Sometimes I'm here in a boxing match or a kickboxing match, and all day long I can hold this posture because just a little side movement will allow that block, and it really doesn't hurt much on hitting the pad. But I've got these pads to help us. When I take the gloves off in a street, there's a lot of openings. So some people say, man, I'm a good boxer or kickboxer, but in the street, I couldn't believe how many times I got hit in the face. Well, yeah, because you're assuming that you're in that mindset of the glove's going to protect a lot of it. You can have your hands up here, and they can kick you and still get you around the hand and the head. They can still go through the middle and do an uppercut or a jab or a cross. So situal awareness, you want to make sure that this applies to the street. So in a street, you got to be like, all right, there's a possibility of them going through the center. So if I have my hands too close, it's either still going to go, I'm allowing him to get too close. Number one, the closer my hands are, the more I allow that person to come in close. The more I keep my hands out here, he can't come in. If he starts to come in, he's going against my motions, and my whole body will move, and it's not that my hands are going to be here. Another problem with that is even if my hands block a kick or a punch, a kick's a lot more powerful, you're likely to break your hands or your wrist or your forearm or elbow. Another problem is if they kick me really hard, I could be hitting myself because my hands were too close. If my hands were way out here and they kick me, I have a little bit of room to slow it down and stop it or move back if they kick. So the drill here is Bob's going to keep his hands up. What I want to do is I'm going to be kicking him constantly until his arms get tired and sore. He thinks he's doing pretty good, but I'm just wearing out his hands, and he's going to start to lower his hands. So the drill here is you're just going to get a partner. You're just going to practice kicking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's hitting the glove, or I might do bang, bang, go a little bit lower, hit that forearm. Or I might come here, bang, bang, elbow and arm him and make that arm sore. Or if the hands are a little bit more front, like mid-range, I can also loop it around and try to bring the hands down. Now I've just knocked it down. What's he going to do? He's going to bring it back up. He brings it back up, knock it down again. After a while, that powerful kick is going to be a lot of work on that shoulder, on that arm, and it's going to fatigue him a lot faster. Same thing here. You can loop it around this way. You can loop it around that way. Anything that's going to either get him to hit himself or get him to lower his hands, because he's got to constantly bring it back up, constantly bring it back up. I want to tire his arms out as soon as possible and still keep him in the defensive, because as long as Bob's in the defensive, he's not in the offensive with those gloves. So if I can just be aggressive, I'm just kind of attacking the arms, pushing the arms, kicking them on the inside of the arm, coming here, I'm hitting the arm, boom, boom, boom. I'm aiming for his face, but in the process, I don't care if I'm still hitting the gloves. Now his hands go from here to here. And then I'm going to make him lose focus. He was focusing too much on protecting his face. I need to take away that focus from him. So then I'm going to bang the legs. Boom, boom. The more I hit him in the legs, the more he tends to want to start looking down. As he starts to look down, the hands will automatically, even if I think they're up, they'll automatically lower. When they lower, the hands are up. So I'll keep doing this, and as he starts to look down, you'll see his hands start to kind of go with it in a lot of time. And then I'll come in with my uppercuts, with my jab, with my spinning side fist or spinning back fist. Or you can come in really close, elbow it, and do what you need to do, what you do in Muay Thai. So here's the whole drill. Hands are up. Bang. One person's going to spend about a minute just kicking the crap out of the arms, punching the arms, elbowing the arms, beating the arms up enough to make them sore and lowered. And then you're going to go second drill. Just keep attacking those legs however you can to make him start looking down and focusing on his legs and not paying attention to his hands. And then you'll go in for the blow. Boom, boom. You'll see how much I can go in here. Sometimes they still have it covered tightly. If they have the gloves in tight like this, that's an ample opportunity to come around it. Boom. Hit the face. He's in here. He's covering it tight. He's got his chin down. He's tucked in like a turtle. I spin around, boom, and you get the face there. Or the back fist, or if he's really close, I might have spun around and done an elbow. So just practice that with the partner back and forth. One person's going to be kicking high, wearing out their arms, making their arms go down, making their arms drop. They got to bring the arms back up. They get tired. Now you're attacking their legs. Now they start to look down, or they start to at least not pay attention to the hands being protective of the face as much. And then you're going to go back to the face, and if they're in tight, you're going to go around with those hooks and those spinning side fists or spinning back fists, or spinning elbows or reverse elbows. If they're wide and they're protecting you from those, then you're going to go inside with those uppercuts or those straight jabs and crosses. So mix and match those drills as much as you can. Make it into a sparring drill where for a minute, one person's going to work defense, one person's going to work offense in that order. And then reverse rolls for that.